Hi YouTube. In this video I'm going to show you how to upgrade or replace the RAM in your laptop. RAM and memory are synonymous for the same thing, but if you want to upgrade your memory, say you've got 4 gigs and you want 8, you can go online, buy your new RAM, or go to a retail store like Best Buy or Micro Center. Just get whatever you want to use. And then depending on your specific model laptop, you'll either have to pry the keyboard out the front and unplug it and pull it off, and that way you'll be able to access the inside, or there'll be a panel on the back side of the laptop you'll have to pull off. Now the rules are a little bit different for Macs, so this is really only for PCs that I'm talking about right now, but the general procedure is probably the same. So this is an HP, so this particular model requires that you pull a cover off the back, an access panel here. So to get this panel off, first pull the battery out, which you should do anyways, and then there's a couple of screws here to undo, just 2 for this particular model. So once those screws are undone, you can, as carefully as possible, pry up the cover, which has probably got some snaps on it, so just be careful so you don't break anything. But here's the inside. You have access to a couple different things. Here's the wireless card. There's the RAM right there. Here's the hard drive or solid state disk, depending on what you have. So the RAM is generally pretty easy. It's always about this size, looks about the same. And there's 2 little snaps you can pull open here, and the RAM will you can just pull the RAM right out after that. You might have to slide it out. This one angled up, and you can just pull it out. But essentially, most RAM looks a little something like this. Short little guy with some pins along the edge. I wouldn't touch the surface. I would use an electrostatic wristband if you have one, just for safety. I should be, but I'm not using one. But generally that's it. Make sure when you replace your RAM, you know what kind you're replacing. If it's DDR3, make sure the replacement is DDR3. Those are just some general rules. Make sure you buy laptop memory, not desktop memory, because desktop memory is about twice as long and won't fit. So that's pretty much it. I don't have any new sticks right now to show you, but essentially they'd be you'd remove the originals and then unpackage your new ones and stick them in just the same. They only go one way. There's a little tab here that a mating piece fits into, so you can't install it backwards. So if it doesn't fit, make sure it's flipped the correct way. But just like that, put it in, click it down. Same for your second stick. You don't have to use 2, but generally if you get 8 gigs or more, you'll have 2 sticks of half of that each. So that's about it. And then go ahead and reinstall the cover that I've got here. And there's some snaps around the edges. You got to make sure go in place. Okay, and then screw in the screws like so. And then finally the battery. So RAM is a commodity item, so any RAM should work as long as it's DDR3 in the right capacity and whatnot. So you don't have to do any software updates or installations. You really don't have to back up your hard drive, although that would be a bad idea. So just there's really that's all there is to it. It's pretty easy. So I guess thanks for watching, and I hope this has been helpful.